Good morning, PPA. It's Heidi Allen, founder of the Positive People Army. Sorry, I just knocked the table. How is everyone today? It's Thursday. It's Think About It Thursday. So just checking in with all of you, seeing how you're doing. Today, I want to talk about a subject that's like really near and dear to my heart. And that is the simple gesture, a simple gesture. And why I'm calling it a simple gesture, not just a gesture, just something that is so simple, is because that's all it is. It's that moment. So, for example, in the morning, my husband's doing this incredible steps challenge at work. So they got their Fitbits, they're all like in this like competition, a challenge as to who can walk the most amount of steps. So to kind of really get his steps in, we do this morning walk between like 5:30, 6 a.m. with our little dog, Haley. And every single morning as we get close to the Coxwell subway station, there's this woman that comes out of there about the same time that we are always walking by. And every single morning she says, "Good morning, my friends. Hello, little puppy." She always talks to the dog. It's a simple gesture. My husband and I always say, "Good morning, have a lovely day." It is this exchange. It's an exchange that is so simple. It's a connection that makes such a difference. I have to tell you, last week, there was one morning we didn't see her, and I couldn't believe how I missed her, because just that simple connection makes my day. And how many times do those simple gestures happen and we don't notice them? We walk right by. We don't even look up from what we're doing. We're on our phones, we're listening to our music, whatever it is. How many times do you see someone at work or walking through the grocery store that has a great purse, or their outfit looks great, or my God, you love their haircut? Do you say it? Do you give that compliment? Do you have that occur? So I want you to now start taking notice of these very simple gestures, because they make a massive difference in people's lives. So just recently, a lovely woman, one of our PPA members, Helen, read my book. And inside the book is a story that I tell about a very simple gesture that when I watched it happen, it actually changed my life. And this very simple gesture, I'll give you the Coles notes on it, but what it was, and this was a number of years ago, and this is when I was trying to search. I was going through that awful breakdown, and I was trying to figure out what it was that I was supposed to be doing in life. What was my great destiny? What is it that I'm supposed to be doing? And I kept looking for something so big, like it was going to be a big sign, a big moment, a big whatever. And what it ended up being was a simple gesture. So 2 years before this particular moment happened where I tell the story, my husband and I had been out to this jazz bar. We frequent it every once in a while. It's not something we do on a regular basis. It's mostly in the winter months that we go. When it gets a little cooler, we go to this jazz bar on a Saturday afternoon. They have live music. And there is the manager, the bartender there, and he always recognizes us, even though we are not regular people that are there every week. It's only a couple times a year, pretty much. He always remembers us, and he always says hello. Well, 2 years before, we had been in there, and he had told us that he had just celebrated his birthday. And for really no reason, and I still to this day, it blows my mind, but of course everything happens for a reason. My husband put in his calendar that it was his birthday. So now 2 years go by and we show up for a jazz afternoon. And we're there enjoying ourselves, but we had particularly gone because we knew that it was his birthday. So the end of the afternoon, the jazz set had finished, and everyone is paying up their bills. And the manager comes over to us and said, "Would you guys like your bill?" And we said, "Actually, we're going to get one more drink, and we would like to buy one for you." And he's like, "Okay, that's awfully nice. Why are you buying me a drink?" And I said to him, "Because we're here today to celebrate your birthday and to say happy birthday. So we would like to buy you a drink." whatever you want. What happened next was one of the most incredible things I had ever seen. This man, this bartender, was going about his business the whole afternoon. And, some people are nice to him, some people are rude to him. And, he always has a smile on his face, but he's just kind of going about his day. And yet the moment I said happy birthday, here I am, pretty much a perfect stranger in his life. He really doesn't know me. Everything changed within him. Everything. His demeanor, his body language, everything. He went from just a regular day to a human being that was so elated with gratitude and happiness. It was the most amazing moment that I witnessed in just a simple gesture and a simple connection. I watched him transform in front of me. And he looked at me and he's like, I can't believe that you're here and you're wishing me happy birthday. Half of my family didn't even remember it was my birthday. And here you are, a stranger, going out of your way to make my day special. I don't even know what to say, he said. And I said, well, how about you go get yourself a drink and we just cheers this? So it was such a simple gesture. Was it like, listen, it was the perfect excuse for Mike and I to go and listen to jazz. We can go and wish him happy birthday. It was such a simple moment that made a massive difference in someone's life. And just recently, Helen, who purchased my book, read A Simple Gesture, and it impacted her so much that she found out that there's a PPA member that wanted to read my book. And yet, because of circumstances, she lives down in the US. This particular woman lives up here in Canada. But the woman down in the US couldn't afford the book. Helen found this out. And Helen finished reading the book and was so inspired with a simple gesture and realizing how that connection in that moment can make such a difference that she packaged that book up and she shipped it to the woman down in the US. Such a simple thing that for this woman now down in the US, it's going to make such a difference in her life because it's something she wanted. But it's not just that she's receiving the book. It's that someone saw her, acknowledged her, and heard her. That simple gesture will make a massive difference in this woman down in the US. That's all it takes, guys. It's not these big, grand, viral, whatever you want to call it, these massive moments. It's just that. It's that simple. It's saying hello. It's complimenting. It's listening to someone else and realizing that just a simple moment, a simple conversation, a simple hello could actually change their life. So today, I want all of you to take note of the simple gestures that happen in your life, that happen for you. And I want you to go out of your way and make those simple gestures for other people. Instead of looking down at the sidewalk as you're walking or looking at your phone, look up, smile at the people going by. I'm telling you, it'll make such a difference. Call someone, text them, tell them what they mean to you. Don't just text them and say, how are you doing? Actually take a moment to just say, hey, I'm just reaching out because I was thinking about you. And I just needed you to know that because you mean a lot to me. That text, that moment could be exactly what that person needs in their life in that moment. Guys, it's about one connection at a time. That is it. That's what we do. We are the Positive People Army. Simple gestures, guys. Make them happen. They'll make a difference in other people's lives, and they'll make a massive difference in your life. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day. Bye, guys.